So we're back again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the Zita Nation. Greetings and salutations, all my family and friends, fans and followers. Thank you for coming back for episode 34 of the Revolution. I am your host with the most, Emperor Zita, coming to you from the Fortress of Solitude, as always here in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. Not a busy week this week, but there was something. There was a horrible, horrible tragedy this week in Conneticut at an elementary school. 20-year-old man with personality disorder killed his mother, took all of her weapons, and by weapons, I mean guns, went to the elementary school she'd teach at, murdered 6 adults, and then 20 children between the ages of 5 and 10. These kids were around my daughter's age, and I would hate to be the parent on the receiving end of that phone call. I just can't stop thinking about the parents of the kids that were sent off to school today and will never be coming home. And this close to the holidays, I can only imagine the heartbreak it must be for them to have to come home and see their Christmas tree with the presents underneath, knowing that their child will never be able to open them. Anything ever happened to my princess like that, I would be beside myself. I would never know how to recover from it. So in closing, we here at the Zita Nation would like to send our thoughts, our hopes, our prayers, our heartfelt sympathies out to anybody who lost somebody today in Connecticut. Well, that is more than enough from me. So let's get on with the show. Rock and roll, baby. And here we go.
It's officially 1 month left to my due date. I'm ready for him to come out. He's driving me up the wall. My sciatic nerve keeps acting up more and more. I can't sit to the right, I can't lean to the left, I can't lay down. So when my sciatic nerve is kicking in, I literally have to sit cross-legged in a 90-degree angle, and you can't sit like that. It's very uncomfortable. I'm ready for it to be over because this won't go away until December. Cravings have settled. That's a bonus. I can't eat as much anymore. Well, because there's no room. Everything's cramped. Absolutely no room up here. I'm ready to meet this whole troublemaker. More and more painful and uncomfortable when he starts stretching and kicking around. He'll often kick really hard the morning, and that's really hard to do. Usually I can sleep through, but yeah, he kicked so hard that we're both woken up. It was good practice. It was really cute holding a baby last weekend. It brought back a lot of memories. They're lucky they got their baby back. I was going to borrow that one until we had this one. But yeah, I'm getting very anxious. People predicting between Christmas and New Year's, like my boss. The doctor says maybe the first week of January. We'll see. Either way, he's not worried. So we'll see. We're good. As of another just under 2 weeks, it'll be considered completely full term, because at 37 weeks you are considered full term. So the name will not be announced until after he arrives. The Zita Nation viewers will have to wait.
Let me go! They make me shimmer and shake. Standing in the midnight rain, I got my head on top of the shade. Let me go! Come on, take me home.
Well, it's TLC this weekend. The Divas Santa's Helper Battle Royal. Does it really matter? It's a Divas match. Then we have a tables match for the #1 contenders to the tag team titles between Team Rhodes Scholars and Rey Mysterio Jr. and Sin Cara, Los Luchadores. I got a feeling it's going to be the second best match of the night. US title match between Antonio Cesaro and R-Truth, and anyone who thinks that R-Truth is actually going to win this match has probably been talking to little Jimmy. We have the IC title match between Kofi Kingston and Wade Barrett, which this should definitely have been a ladder match. I'm hoping Wade Barrett wins this match. I really am. I'd like to see Wade Barrett as the IC champion for a second time, especially this Barrett Barrage Wade Barrett.
I'm the midnight. Awesome!
Ooh, then there is the brutal power fighting chairs match for the World Heavyweight title between the Big Show and Sheamus. I think this is going to be a war. I really think Big Show's going to come out on top of it. I think they're both going to be laid out by the end of it. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see Ziggler cash in right here. Then his match won't be for the Money in the Bank Championship, it'll be for the World Heavyweight Championship. We all know Ziggler versus Cena is going to be the show. I really don't want to see Ziggler lose. Ziggler is going to steal the show in his match with Cena. Cena will never look better than he will that night.
You can't see me.
And then the main event is The Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns versus Team Hell No. The Monster Kane, one of the best in the world, Daniel Bryan, and Ryback, the future replacement for Cena. This is going to be a pretty hard-hitting match too. This is a TLC match, 6-man, first time ever decided by pin or submission. I think the Shield's going to win. It would be stupid booking to have them lose, but they at least have to make Ryback look dominant. So one of Team Hell No is taking the pin.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I hope CM Punk's going to appear at the pay-per-view, but right now he's absent. You want to talk about someone who's not going to be on the pay-per-view? Unfortunately, my favorite wrestler ever, Zack Ryder, he will not be at the TLC pay-per-view this week.
I said well.
So don't even look for him in the backstage segment, unless it's a work, and we're going to see a reinvigoration of the Ryder Revolution. I think we should all be chanting Ryder or Riot, Ryder or Riot, at the pay-per-view this weekend. But Zack Ryder did get on Raw this week. He fought Alberto Del Rio in what was an amazingly put together match. It had ebb and flow, and at ringside was Zack's dad and the Big O.
Woo woo. You know it.
You gotta follow him and make him a 7-figure broski. Get him up to 1 million Twitter followers.
Take my hair. I will be very careful. I want a pickle. Please, can I have a pickle? Please, can I have a bite of your hamburger? I love my mommy very much. I can't wait to see my baby brother. And now, with the Guardian, he works for Santa Claus. His face is so funny. It's a funny face. Let me see, let me see. Pizza. Well, don't take me, Pizza. The toy store. Oh, the doctor. Even Lisa. I'm going to be a person. Where's your present? Open it. It's my toy. No, it's big.
Hello, people. It is
Comic book day.
That's right. It's Comic Book Day. We are here once again on our Wednesday afternoon, and it looks like the world has not ended yet. So we are still waiting to see if the world will end by the end of December. Right, Kathy?
Right.
So it's 12/12/12. You guys should definitely make a wish because this is the last time we will see repeating digits on a day period for, I think, 89 years. So we are headed down to Excalibur Comics.
Excalibur Comics.
We are going to stop in at Rob's and see the Prophet and the Expert.
Robin Fred.
So we will
See you soon, people.
see you soon, people. We're back. Well, we are back down here at Excalibur Comics on Wednesday as always, and I can already hear Fred up the stairs waiting for Catherine. This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater.
Alright, have a good one.
Nice big hug here. Hey, Mike.
Recommending, okay, Winter Soldier number 13. This is going to be the second last issue that our writer here, Lou Baker, is doing, and it's unfortunate that he's leaving. But this will be actually second last issue, and then Winter Soldier 14 will be his last issue for Marvel, period. I understand he's doing some TV pilots and stuff. That's nice, but I prefer to be writing comic books. And to be honest with you, I have no interest in buying this book after he's gone. The other book I'm going to mention, of course, the Iron Man. I just like Graveland's artwork in this thing. It's beautiful stuff. I mean, Iron Man number 4 is another book I would recommend. And of course, it's not forget, another great artist, Adam Hughes, takes his time forever to do books, but Adam Hughes has been doing The Watchmen and some of the artwork, and this is absolutely gorgeous stuff. So I would always highly recommend Dr. Manhattan #3. So this is a really well done art-wise by Adam Hughes. So the artwork is just remarkable, and I love it. I can always recommend Watchmen because that's always nasty stuff. Something that I always enjoy. Marvel Masterworks Golden Age Archive, Volume 6. This is Captain America issues 1 to 24. Big fan of the Golden Age stuff. There's a lot of vitality in the stuff. It's crude in a lot of ways, but it captures like the spirit of the 40s. And when it came to the superhero stuff, I mean, when we were fighting Nazis, and, you know, and the Japanese, and back in World War II, especially the Marvel superheroes were at their best. You'd have things like Superman attacking a submarine or something like that, but it doesn't come as close as basically the actual Captain America, Human Torch, Submariner, just kicking the crap out of the Germans and the Japanese and stuff. It's a bit on the expensive side, but that's okay. There's not too many of these books that come out every year. I would recommend Golden Age Captain America, Volume number 6.
In the news again, something completely different. They want to sell the liquor board. Ontario, run by McGinty, always wanted to sell the LCBOs. Very much reminiscent of when Argentina, everything that Argentina owned was sold to all the European families. The telephone companies, the garbage companies, the oil companies, the water companies, everything was sold to all the rich families in France and Spain and so forth in Europe. Very much so, I think Ontario will go that way. You'll see Ontario Hydro being sold, you'll see liquor board being sold. Why would you sell one of the most profitable assets you have? It's like you have 5 jobs. Why would you throw away the job that makes you the most money? You would quit the lesser jobs, right? And keep the one that brings in the most money. But no, Adam Lee wants to sell the liquor board. And eventually I think they would want to sell Ontario Hydro. All these companies were made by the taxpayers' money. No one person or corporation can actually have the resources to make one of these entities. You need the whole nation's money to actually make it. And then they give it away. Example recently was Harris gave away the 407. It cost over $103 billion to make, and they gave it away for a song, $3 billion. Hello. So I think the same thing will happen. If you were making $1 billion a year, that company should be worth at least $10 billion. My guess is they're going to sell it for $50 million. I'm sorry? Probably high millions, not even $1 billion. Same with Ontario Hydro. They make it so expensive for the people to buy electricity now. Winnipeg Hydro, which is just as big as Ontario Hydro, yet the main guy makes maybe $300,000 a year. You have Hydro Quebec, which is almost 1.5 times bigger than Ontario Hydro, and the main guy who runs it only makes $500,000 a year. But Ontario Hydro have 3 guys who run Ontario Hydro, and they each make over $1 million a year. So they make it so expensive for the Ontario taxpayer to upkeep that we have to be forced to sell. We don't need to pay all these guys this kind of money, but I think the agenda is to bankrupt Ontario Hydro, so eventually we'll say privatization will be better for us because we can't keep up. Same with Subway. You'll see trying to get private money. Soon that private company that will help, they will end up owning it, or they'll take such a huge part of the profit that there'll be nothing left for the government after they take their cut. It seems that the taxpayer and the little guy always foots the bill.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, time's up. Another week of the Zita Nation is finished. Thank you for joining us here for episode 34 of The Revolution. Come back again next week for a very special Christmas edition of the Zita Nation right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all of my other episodes right here on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel, Emperor Zita, right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead Pinups Electric Night CD. Check them out on iTunes and follow them on Twitter at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all of your comic book related needs. And feed me more.